everybody, so today is the Lisa Eldridge lipstick review. I have picked up every shade available on the website. I've got actually 2 of the cases, not that I need to show you both really, but I cannot wait to show you how these cases work, give you some information on them and show you every single one of the shades on my lips. So let's get straight into this video. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah, I'm 47, I'm not a professional, I'm just somebody who really loves makeup and beauty. Here on my channel I like to review the latest products, show you some of my favourite looks and give you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this sort of content, please do like and subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for returning to my channel, it really means the world to me. And if you're wondering about matching sort of colour tones, I do have fair to light skin with neutral undertones. My lips are quite pale, you can see from here, so it's a sort of pale cool pink I'd say my lips are. So just for reference with the way these shades will look on my skin. So that's enough about me, let's get straight into this video. So my case and the lipstick refills have arrived. How utterly gorgeous is this? So we've been hearing a lot of hype from Lisa Eldridge about her biggest launch ever. This is the launch that Lisa has actually held off, that was going to be released last year. And I believe the main reason for this was that Lisa has done something which is a world first, and she's made the refillable section of the lipstick 100% recyclable. And I think it might have been the recyclable element that was the problem. I think that's what Lisa said anyway, and that's what Lisa was so determined to get right. So the refill doesn't have magnets and it's made of 100% aluminium. Everything in it is totally refillable. And she also says that the quantity and the type of the formula of the lipstick is a very usable formula, so it's not one of these ones that's going to last so long, so you're more likely to sort of use them up rather than have to throw them away before they've gone off. So it's, everything has been thought about, as in the refillable option, the recyclable option and the usable option. So it's one of these lipsticks you really will get full use out of. So you can pick your favourite shade, pick your case. You've got a case for life. This absolutely fabulous, gorgeous case. Look at it. It's very heavy. It's almost like a wedding band in the middle. I love this. And you've got the Lisa Eldridge. It actually says Lisa Eldridge on the band. It really reminds me of a wedding band. If you look at my wedding band sort of next to it, it's actually looking a bit fancier than mine. Actually, that one is my mum's, saying that. This one is mine. That's my wedding finger. They look the same. It looks like proper gold, a gold band, doesn't it? I love that. So we've got the Lisa logo on the top there, and then you can personalize it with your initials, which I have done on the bottom of mine. You can have up to 3 initials on the bottom, so I think that's a really nice touch if you like to do that. And it's only £3 extra to actually personalize it. So I don't know why I got 2 cases. I was thinking originally, do I need a case for each so I can store them all, but these are too expensive to get a case for each. So I ended up getting 2, thinking I'll probably pick my 2 favourite shades, the ones I'm most likely to use, and I'll have the 2 cases so that I can just get to them easily without having to chop and change. But you can chop and change. You don't need to use the refill that you've already got in here. You can move them in and out, which I'll show you in a minute when I go on to the next shade. So looking at the prices here, we're paying £49 for the case, and you do get 1 lipstick in the case. And like I said, you pay £3 to engrave, which is optional, and then £25 for each refill. So the refills are a pretty reasonable price for a lipstick in all fairness. So once you've got your 1 case, it's your case for life, and then you just buy the refills. And this is actually a new formula as well, which is really exciting. But as I said, this is 100% recyclable, plastic free, fully aluminium. And the lipstick formula is described as an everyday, effortless, easy lipstick, a formula that you can apply throughout the day with comfort and ease, that you can just use up. As I said, this is a very creamy, soft sheen, luminous finish. And it's halfway between her Velvet and the Lucence range. If you know those lipsticks, that's what Lisa said anyway. I took some notes watching her video. And this is not as matte as the Velvets, it says. That's why it's somewhere in between. And beautifully soft like a balm, but still giving you full coverage. So this is vegan and contains no parabens, D5 or perfume. So it's pretty much scent free as well. And this whole design, the Rouge Experience, is designed by Lisa to be used and loved every day to interchange your refill shades as you like, as I've already explained. And these cases in the design were inspired, Lisa was inspired by her vintage collection. So she's put a sort of modern twist on the vintage by having this sort of vintage design, which it really is, but it still looks quite modern, but obviously it's super modern in the sense that it's refillable and recyclable. So that is really modern and really good these days, because less waste is also very, very good. But I want to start with Audrey, which is probably the one that has the story behind it which fascinated me the most. So the shade Audrey was inspired by a lipstick that Lisa actually got at an auction from Audrey Hepburn. So in that, she's still got a tiny little bit of the lipstick left in the bottom of the pot, and Lisa has actually got that lipstick out and matched the shade in colour. So we have here Audrey Hepburn's lipstick, which is why this one is called Audrey. So before I actually try it on, I'm just going to show you how this can be just literally clicked out, if you saw that. So I just pulled it up there and it comes out. So there's the refill. And when you buy the refill in a box, which I will show you in a minute, it comes with a little cap. So if you want to take Audrey out and replace it with another one, you can then put a cap on top of Audrey and put it away with your refills. But for today, obviously, we are trying Audrey. It's worth also knowing that on the refills there's a number at the bottom rather than the name Audrey. So if you're trying to find which colour matches, you need to look for the number. So Audrey is number 189, and this is the iconic late 1950s, early 1960s salmon pink. Also, Lisa said that every time you buy Audrey, whether it's on her site or anywhere else, 25% of the profits will be going to Audrey Hepburn's favourite charity, which is a children's charity. So that's a nice touch, isn't it? I think I'll just show you how this looks on the back of my hand before I put it onto my lips. So here is Audrey. So let's try this one on. Gosh, that's gone on very easily. It really is super creamy. That is lovely. So building up Audrey. This is how Audrey is looking built up. This applied very similarly to a lip balm. Absolutely effortless to apply. Absolutely effortless, which is so good for a lipstick. So I'm really hoping that when I try that red, which I'm already very nervous about, I will be able to apply it in the same way I've just applied this. But Lisa did actually make some recommendations for her lip liners to go with these lipsticks. And the two she recommended to go with Audrey is 0N and 2C. Now 2C is probably one of my most used lip liners this year since it launched. So here is 2C here. And 0N obviously is the neutral, the lightest neutral. I'll put it on the other side of Audrey so you can see. So there we have that. So she recommends using one of these. So I would probably go for 2C, which is quite a close match to my own lip shade. So there you can see underneath with 2C. I won't put it above as well. I wanted to show you the difference between with and without. So it's given a bit more sort of definition to the lips because it's a bit deeper than the lipstick. So there we go, 2C with Audrey. I think that is a gorgeous shade, really beautiful. I think for me this is more of a sort of summer shade. So I'll be saving this one up for the summer, I think, but really like that and love how comfortable it is. So the next shade I'm going to show you is Lisa. So I'm going to take Audrey. Sorry, Audrey. I'm going to replace you with Lisa. So you can see that's very easy to take out. And then the refills come in these little boxes. So this one is Lisa and this one is number 178. So just packaged like this. And this is how they look, the refills. This is where that nice sort of wedding band in the centre saying Lisa Eldridge is coming from. And you can see it's got the number of the lipstick there for you, so you can definitely recognise which is which afterwards. And then it's got this cap, which is quite loose from what I remember, yeah. Quite easy to put on and off. So having taken Audrey out, I can then replace the cap on top of Audrey to keep it nice and dry, to keep it from going dry rather. And then we can put Lisa into the case. I won't necessarily do this for every single one, but I just wanted to show you the whole concept. It clicks in very, very easily. So here we have Lisa. So here is the shade Lisa, which is a perfect, lively, neutral pink. And Lisa says this is her perfect shade because it most complements the sort of colour of her lips, because she does have quite cool lips. So do I, so this should be in theory my sort of perfect shade. So Lisa actually said to pair Audrey with 2C, not 0N, so I was wrong when I said that. She said to pair 0N or 2C with Lisa. So ignore what I said about Audrey. The 2C I tried on was actually the one she recommended, so that was good. And here we have the 0N and the 2C liners, so you can see how they look alongside Lisa. And as soon as I tried the 2C on, I think I'll put the 0N on just on the lower lip again, so you can see how this looks. I really like that actually with Lisa. So again, I won't do the upper part of my lip, but you can see there, that's 0N underneath and then nothing above, so just Lisa. Again, extremely comfortable, and considering I'm moving the lipstick off in between trying on, my lips still feel super hydrated. This is a gorgeous formula. It's really, really comfortable and very, very user-friendly. It really is. So at the moment, we're off to a really good start. So what do you think of Lisa? It's definitely an everyday user-friendly shade for me. I can see me using this one a lot. I really can. I really, really like that. So looking forward to the next one. Moving to the next one, we're going to try Medici. So Medici is number 185 and it's described as a cool mauve berry rose. So this is one of the cool shades that has that sort of blue undertone. So I'm just taking the little cap off because I'm only going to try this on using the refill. And one thing worth noting about these refills is this sort of wedding band that I love actually is where you turn and you turn the lipstick up, so you can actually use the refills in the same way you use a lipstick. So if you didn't want to pop it into the case, or if you just wanted to try some refills without getting the case, these still look pretty good on their own, don't they? And they're completely usable, so the working mechanism is actually in the refill section. So let's try on Medici. I'm saying Medici, I don't know if it's Medici or Medici, so feel free to let me know if I'm getting it wrong. And Lisa recommends using 2C to blend with the lipstick or 3C for more definition, because 3C should be deeper than this shade Medici. So I don't actually have 3C because it's a little bit too deep for my complexion. If you know these, by the way, these are called the Sculpt and Shade Lip pencils that launched earlier this year from Lisa. And they have the cools, the warms and the neutrals starting from 0, I believe, and then it goes 0, 1, 2, 3 in each section. So I've only got the ones that really match with my skin tone. So this one is 2C again. That is 2C underneath, so you can see it's very, very close in shade to this lipstick Medici. It's given me a little bit of definition, but not too much, but it does give you that sort of crisp edge. So you can see I've got the crisp edge underneath, whereas I haven't above. But to be fair, every one I've tried so far hasn't really called for a lip liner. I think it's whether or not you just like that look. I actually like wearing a lip liner, so I probably would do that. But I think they look really good with or without actually these lipsticks so far. So now I'm going to try Romy. This one is number 184. And when I first put the picture out showing that these were launching, this was the shade that you most mentioned that you wanted to try. So this shade, I'm using just the refill here, so I'm going to twist it from the center. This shade is a muted light cool heather. So this is another one of the cool tones. I think Lisa said there's 3 with the bluey base cool tones. I think she said 3. So this one is Romy. And here is 2C, the lip liner with Romy, which is what she recommends if you wanted to put them together. So let's try Romy. This is immediately giving me everyday lip vibe. So easy to apply. It's one of these lipsticks that I think you could probably apply without a mirror, honestly. I think it's extremely easy. It's not too pigmented, so you're not going to worry too much about it going outside the lips, but it just doesn't seem to want to go outside the lips. It is an absolutely stunning formula. It's one of the nicest feeling sort of creamy lipsticks I've actually tried on, without exaggeration. It's really very, very pleasant. I really just feel like I'm putting on one of my favourite lip balms at the moment. It's lovely, and my lips are tolerating this on-off situation by taking off using a makeup wipe, which is quite bad for my lips, but my lips don't feel bad, so that's really good. Normally when I do these sorts of reviews, I actually have to put some sort of balm on in between because my lips can't tolerate it, but they're tolerating this beautifully because this formula is so creamy and hydrating. It is lovely. So there we have Romy, and I will just put some of this 2C liner. I think you can see by now just how well 2C goes with so many. That's why it's my most used shade, 1C and 2C, but probably 2C the most. I love it. And even with the summer shades, when I was using the like deep roses, I think there was a rose specifically from Lisa, I can't think of the name now, that I wore a lot in the summer. And I was using 2C with that. It's such a good liner, and it's very creamy as well, but you get longevity out of it, so it's creamy like the lipstick, so super comfortable. And even that I'm able to take on and off without any problems with my lips. So lovely formulas, lovely ingredients. So there we have Romy with the liner underneath and not above. So next I'm trying on Simone. This is number 182. This is a light tawny caramel. This is one of the shades, if I wasn't doing this for review, I was going to skip. So I'll be interested to see what I think of this now and whether I would have regretted skipping this one. Yeah, it's one of those shades I don't think suits me that much, but it still works on me, so it's not one that I can't use. Now Lisa didn't recommend any liner to go with this, but what she has said, which is very true, I can say to you now because I've already tried it, is the tip of this is created in a way that you can use it as a liner. So there, can you see the line I've just created there underneath? You'd almost think I've used a lip liner. So it works really well. So again, the upper part of my lip is not lined with the lipstick, and the bottom is. That is a very nice everyday shade actually. I do like this one. So yes, this one is Simone. I had to double check the name then. Simone. Very much everyday, because this is a shade that would probably go with just about any look. So now onto the shade I was most nervous about, and this is the shade I also would never buy for myself ever. If you know me, you can probably guess which one I'm about to say. This is Ribbon. This is way too red for me, but anyway, I'm going to try it on. I'm going to start by trying it on the way I like to wear a red lipstick and see if I'm brave enough to build it up. But this is 186, so this is the Ultimate Classic Pillar Box Red. Shade I just don't like for me, to be honest, but let's try it on. So I'm going to start by putting some in the middle of my lip. So I've got some in the middle, and now I'm going to go in with a brush, and this is a technique that I actually learnt from Lisa a while ago watching one of her videos. So you can create a softened edge and almost like an ombre effect if you're somebody who's not a big fan of bright shades. So there we are, that is Ribbon if I use that effect, and that's probably the only way I would wear it, but it's still not a shade that I think works well for me, but I will attempt to take this up a notch. And then use the liner underneath, the lipstick as a liner. And I'm going to use it as a liner above. Well, considering that's a red, it was easier to apply for me than normal because my lips are so pale. I don't like reds because as soon as it starts to wear off by, say, here, it just looks so obvious on me, and that's why I don't like them. They need to be touched up too much. And I also don't think the colour suits me that much. I just think it's a bit too much on my pale complexion. Some people might say otherwise, but I will not change my mind on this. I don't like red lipsticks on me, but I did find this super easy to apply, and it definitely works as a liner. I don't think you'd need a liner. I think it lined really well actually. So that's pretty good, considering this is a sort of lipstick I would probably desperately need some sort of liner. I don't have a really deep red liner, funnily enough, because I don't buy red lipsticks for me. But anyway, well, I do have one actually from Fenty, but we're not going to go outside of Lisa's brand at the moment. But I don't have a Lisa Eldridge liner in a deep red, which she did actually recommend using one of those, not from the Sculpt range, I think from her original range. So if you have one of her red lip liners, you could use that, but certainly the lipstick seems to do a really good job. So there we have it. That is Ribbon. Now there's another really deep shade in this collection which isn't available at the moment. This is the only one that's not available, but Lisa, when she was about to launch, she did say that she wanted to just go ahead with the launch. She didn't want to hold it back because of one shade. She did have an issue with getting at all the sort of materials to, I think, to be able to release Bohemian Cherry. So that is a deep cool claret, which she advises you pair with 3C. So I don't have that one, and in all honesty, I don't think I will pick that up now because it will be releasing either later this year or early in the new year, and it's not a shade that works well for me. It's too deep. It's deeper than the red, and it's even the sort of purpley cherry, so it wouldn't work for me. But if you do like that sort of deep cool claret, then look out for that one when it's launched. But the last one to try, which is the one I've actually kept in my other case, is the colour that I was most excited about when I saw this release, the one I thought I would wear the most as more of a daily, but this one is called Ashes of Rose. I love the name actually. So this is number 183, and this is an earthy rose, which Lisa describes as being a sort of browny milky tea. So I'll show you how this looks on the back of my hand. I just think that this is my sort of perfect everyday shade. And Lisa didn't actually recommend a liner for this one, even though I can sort of see that probably one of the neutrals would go quite nicely with this one, but I'm going to leave it and just put this on. Oh yes, this shade is beautiful. It's definitely going to be a very good one for autumn as well, to go with the sort of autumnal looks. Oh, that is beautiful. I really like that. I knew I was going to. I think I might try that lining technique a little bit using the lipstick. I really like that, you know, you do actually see the line. It's like you get a little bit more depth almost doing it this way. So there we have Ashes of Rose. I think that this is a beautiful shade. Definitely perfect for me for sort of everyday, not so much summery. Definitely autumn winter everyday for me. This will go with pretty much any look, and again, so comfortable. I've actually got through all of them now, and at no point have my lips felt dry without me doing anything. I am literally using the makeup remover wipe, which can be quite stripping of the natural oils, and I'm just putting this lipstick on and my lips feel perfect. Honestly, they don't feel unhappy. Normally I would have problems, so really, really impressed with the formula. And I've liked every single colour, apart from maybe Ribbon. I think the sort of caramel shade, what one was that? The Simone is probably the one I expected not to like, was Simone and Ribbon, and the one that wasn't released, Bohemian Cherry. But that's obviously completely personal choices, but I don't hate the ones I've tried at all. Simone and Ribbon worked for me. I think the red was one of the easiest reds I've applied, so if I ever want to risk or dare a red again, I think I would definitely be going for Ribbon. I know it's a very popular choice. So, but this one's my favourite. I really like Audrey as well. That was quite different, wasn't it? Quite a lovely, vibrant pink, sort of very suitable, I think, for summer. So maybe they'd be my two top ones. But looking back through all the different descriptions, Romy was very nice as well. That's a lovely sort of the cool heather. And Lisa was another one. Lisa's very, very good for me for every day. Lisa probably and Ashes of Rose are probably the two most everyday shades that suit me, I think, personally, and probably would suit a lot of people. And as for this case, I think it is gorgeous. I really do. I mean, you would feel special pulling this one out and using it, wouldn't you? It's definitely something that make you feel quite glamorous It is lovely. It's lovely to touch. I know that might sound strange if you don't know what I mean, but I love the feel of it. It's very sleek. And as I keep saying, I love the way this looks like a wedding band in the middle. I think it is so classy. I really love these. I love everything from Lisa Eldridge. She's one of my absolute favourites. She really is. I have enjoyed doing so many reviews this year on Lisa Eldridge. I've been disappointed with nothing. So every time she says there's something new coming out, it's always something I'm excited for. Really hoping for some more from Lisa. I think we do have something coming, possibly concealer next, but I'm sure there'll be even more to come next year. So this is a lovely way to sort of finish the year, if that's Lisa's finish for this year. It's a lovely way to finish. I think this would make a beautiful Christmas gift for somebody, or a gift for yourself. Treat yourself. These are stunning, very good, easy everyday formulas. But also Lisa will be launching lots of new formulas and shades that will fit into these. So look out for more refills being released. They're going to come fast and quick, I think, from the way Lisa spoke about it. So hopefully in the new year maybe we'll be looking at different formulas, such as matte formula maybe. But I love this creamy formula. This would take some beating because I love a hydrating finish. I love ones that are easy to apply. Really, really like these, and they are very much easy everyday ones, as Lisa said they would be. So this whole launch is a hit for me. I would love to hear your thoughts. Which shade is your favourite? Have you picked up a shade already? Do you have one on the way? Which shades are you most looking forward to trying? I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on all of this collection. And I've really, really enjoyed this, and I hope you have too. And if you have, please do like and subscribe. It's super helpful to my channel. And if you're already subscribed, you've come to the end of another one of my videos, and you know I appreciate you all so very, very much. And I hope to see you all for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.